welcome to another video. As you can already tell by the title, it's another baby video today. So in today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys about the baby names that I love but that I will not be using. For some reason this time, coming up with a name for my baby was like super difficult. I just came across so many that I thought were so cute, but you know, you have to take so much stuff into consideration, and then you know, other people give their opinions, and so naming my baby this time was like way more difficult. But I feel like I have finally settled on a name. I would say I'm like 97.6% settled on the name. So I wanted to share with you guys some other names that I know that I will not be using, but I just love them. I thought they were so cute, and maybe this video could be helpful to someone else. I know I like watching these kinds of videos. They give you different ideas, and maybe you hear some names you haven't even thought of yourself. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. If you haven't already, or if you're new here, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. And other than that, we're going to go ahead and get right into the video. Okay, so I have the list of like names that I came across that I thought were really cute. I have them right here on my phone, so I'll be reading off each one to you and kind of tell you maybe like where I got it from or why I like it. But you already know, like when you're coming up with a baby name, like I was saying, it's difficult, and especially for someone as indecisive as me, you want to like just think of the cutest, like most unique name. Like most people, some people like common names, there's nothing wrong with that, but I like more unique names or whatever. And you have to think like, is it gonna sound good with the last name? Then you have to think like, oh, of a cute middle name to go with it. So for some reason it was like very difficult for me this time. I mean, my first two pregnancies, I already kind of, well, like with my first son, I already kind of knew what I wanted his first name to be. Then I had to like come up with the middle name and things like that, and come up with the spellings, because that's another thing that's important to me. Like I don't like stuff spelled the traditional way or whatever. So you guys already know my oldest son, his name is Hayden Kendall Ian, and then his last name. And then my youngest son is Hanson Kobe Eiler. So for those two, I wanted them to have the same initials. By the time I had my second son, I'm like, oh, I want him to have the same initials and this and that. And Hayden, his name, where did I even get that from? Oh, I have no idea. He's 15. It was so long ago. I think it was because I liked that it's like an actor and an actress with that name. It was Hayden Panettiere and Hayden Christensen, and so I like always liked that name or whatever. And his middle name, Kendall, I can't even remember. See, that's crazy. But back then I'm like, oh yeah, this is the best name or whatever. And then I remember, oh, his third name is Ian, and I got that name from like one of my childhood friends. I always had liked their name, so I used that name. And then by the time I had Hanson, like I said, I wanted them to have the same initials. Now Hanson's first name, I got that from this music group. There was like a music group a long time ago when I was younger named Hanson, and his middle name, his dad helped me choose that or whatever. And his other middle name, I can't even remember where I got that from. See, that's a shame. But anyway, so yeah, so now with baby girl, at first I wanted her also to have the same initials as them, but then like the more I searched for names, the more I thought about it, I was just like, you know, maybe, you know, it's so much later, she's her own person, she doesn't need to have the same initials as them. And you know, I just started exploring other names. So anyway, on this list you will hear like a lot of K names. I don't think I have any like H names on here. Both of the boys' name starts with H, but so yeah, I have like a lot of K names and stuff. But yeah, I didn't feel the need to stick to having the same initials. So I have, like I said, pretty much settled on her name. What did I say? I'm like 97.3% settled or something like that. So of course I won't be announcing her name until after I have her. If you know me, you may already know her first name, but yeah, it's gonna be a surprise. But anyway, so I wanted to share with you guys the cute names that I came across. So the very first name that I found that I thought was so cute is actually the name of Lauren London's son, and it is Cross, and it's spelled K-R-O-S-S. So like a cross, but you spell it different. I thought that was super cute. And I wanted to use that one, but then as I tried to like match it up with other names that I liked, I'm like, doesn't really work. And do I really want to name my child Cross? I mean, it would be cute, like, hey Cross, come here Cross. I don't know. But I just really like that name. That name is so cute and so different. And I like things that are like unique. I'm really into unique names. So yeah, that's my very first one. Now, the second one that I like is Cove. If you are an avid YouTuber or whatever, you know that there's a girl on here named Aspen, and I like to watch her videos or whatever. And she had a daughter a couple years ago, and her daughter's name is Cove, and I just think that is so cute and different. I think she spells it C-O-V-E, but when I saved it in my phone, I put it as K-O-V-E, and I just think it's different and cute, Cove. So the third one, okay, the third name that I came up with is totally different. The lettering and everything is totally different than what I thought that I would use. And also, like, I like it together, but then when I mention it to other people, they're like, that sounds like an old lady name. Like, the middle name part sounds like an old lady name, and then the first name also kind of sounds like an old lady name, kind of. So it's Marley Rose, and I wanted to spell it M-A-R-L-I and then Rose, R-O-S-E, Marley Rose. I think it's cute together. I mean, but every time I mention it to somebody, they're like, no, that sounds like an old lady, Marley Rose. I guess it does, but I thought it was cute. Now, this fourth name, I was like so set on using this name as my as the baby's middle name. I was just so set on it for months, but then every single time, and I don't know, I guess it's my child's name, so I know I shouldn't really listen to other people's opinion and all of that, but sometimes it does kind of affect you when you think you came up with something like so cute for your baby, and literally every person you tell is like, what is that? Where you got that from? That sounds like a boy name, blah, 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 blah. So the fourth name is Kincaid. So I already had her first name at this time, and this name I was going to use as her middle name, and it's Kincaid. I was going to spell it K-I-N-K-A-D-E. Now, I know that sounds like a last name. People said it sounds like a boy name. And actually, I think every time I came across the name, it was for like a boy. And like, even when you Google it and Google the meaning and stuff, it means like, it comes up as a male name, like strong warrior or something. And it's so funny because when I mentioned it to someone, that's what they said. They were like, oh, that sounds like a fight or like a strong, you know, like a person on a video game or something, like Kincaid or whatever. But I really like that name. I thought that would have been so cute for a girl, Kincaid. That is so cute, like for a middle name, but won't be using it even though I was set on it for so long. Okay, now the next name, I really like this. Both of my parents really wanted me to use this name. It's actually part of my dad's name, and they both like love this name or whatever. So they were kind of trying to like convince me like, yeah, use that and you can spell it like this. You don't even have to spell it the same way, you know, your dad spells it. You can spell it like this, that, or whatever. So that is Riley. So I was going to spell it R-H-Y-L-E, Riley. Now, like I said, I like unique names, and Riley is kind of unique or different, but it's also at the same time like common. Like, I know a lot of people named Riley. If you guys watch Housewives of Atlanta, Candy's daughter, who's like out of high school now, you know, she's old or whatever, her name is Riley. So that's a name that's been around for a while, even though it is kind of unique, but it became common. So I didn't use it. I, you know, definitely thought about it because, like I said, it's part of my dad's name, and that would have been like so cute. You know, both my parents are so excited for their granddaughter or whatever, and he's like really excited too. So I don't know, he's like so excited for me to have this little girl, and for the baby to have like his name or part of his name or whatever. He probably would have loved that, but I'm like, no, it's too common. I don't want to use it. Okay, so then the next name is Ryan. If you guys hear me, if I sound out of breath, it's because I am. I mean, I'm pregnant, so of course I'm kind of out of breath, but I'm still trying to get through this video for you guys. But yeah, so the next name is Ryan. I think that name is so cute for a girl, Ryan. But that's another one, like, everyone that I mentioned it to was like, Ryan for a girl, that sounds like a boy name, blah, 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 blah. But then, like, there was a few people, they're like, yeah, that would be cute. And I was going to spell it R-H-Y-A-N. Now, I got that name from one of my friends. His name was Ryan, and I just liked his name because that's how he spelled it. He spelled it with the H. And also, I have an older brother whose name is Ryan also. And so then the more I thought about it, I'm like, Ryan is pretty, like, I like the spelling, and it would be super cute for a girl. It's not common for a girl, but it's a very common name, Ryan, and it's been around for a long time. So I decided not to go with that. Now, the next two names, I'm gonna just like say them both at the same time. Me and Hanson came up with these names like a while ago, before I even was pregnant. We both, where did we even get the names from? I don't even remember, but I remember we were like talking about something. We were talking about like if I ever had twins or whatever, that it would be so cute if I named them this. But the next two names are Fox and Phoenix. Fox is so cute, and also this girl from, what was she on? Not Basketball Wives. Dang, it was another one of them like wives shows. Wags Miami. Wife and girlfriends of like professional athletes. That show wasn't around that long. But anyway, she was on there. And I think her son's name is Fox. And I just thought that was so cute. So I would have spelled it P-H-O-X. And then Phoenix. That is super cute. I still love that name, Phoenix. But nobody that I mentioned it to, everybody was like, no, no, no. Like, listen, every name I came up with, people had a problem with, honey. Every name. But yeah, Fox, super cute. Phoenix, I loved it, still love it, but I just ended up not using it, and I would have spelled that the correct way or whatever. So after Fox and Phoenix, another name that I've loved since I was like little, I always thought it would be super cute. Where did I get this one from? I think I like this from, was it Bring It On or whatever? I don't know. When did I even first hear this name? But the girl, I know it's the actress with this name, but her name is Kirsten. The name is Kirsten. And I always thought it was so much cuter than Kristen. Kirsten, I don't know. It's kind of different. You don't hear it a lot. And it's an older name, but it's still like not as common. Yeah, that actress, her name is Kirsten Dunst or something. That's where I got it from. And I just always thought that was a cute name. Kirsten. It takes a little more effort to say, but it's really cute. So the next name that I like, the next two are K names as a matter of fact, but the next name that I really liked is Kelsey. And I like that, I've liked that name for a long time. One of the Glam twins here on YouTube, her name, I think, yeah, one's name is Kendra, one's name is Kelsey. I've always liked that name. I always thought like that name was so cute. And you can spell it, I would want to spell it K-E-L-S-Y. I mean, I know there's other ways to spell it or whatever, but that's another one that's kind of like uncommon, but it's been around for a while. And there's probably a lot of, well, it's not even uncommon, is it? It's probably common. So after Kelsey, the next name that I really liked was Kinsley. So it kind of sounds like Kelsey, but not as common. Kinsley. I thought that was so cute, and I thought that would go cute like with my son, with his name. His name is Kendall and Kinsley. I thought those were cute. But yeah, and I would spell that one K-I-N-S-L-E-Y. Now, another name that I've liked for years that became fairly popular, so I knew I wouldn't ever use it, was Skylar. I've always liked that name. I like names with like, I always like the name Sky anyway, and Skylar. But I remember when I liked it years ago, I always planned on using that. Like, I always thought I would name my son that. So I always thought I would use it for a boy, but I never did. And I mean, I still like it, but I just know I'm not going to use that. And the last one is Harper. Now, this name is it was so controversial or whatever. Like, people made it seem like it just wasn't a cute name. I remember when I was having Hanson, I kind of wanted to name him Harper instead of Hanson, and people were like, no, you shouldn't name him that. Like, people are gonna call him Harpo, like from The Color Purple. So that like deterred me from using that name, but I still think it's so cute. Harper, I think that is so cute. It's someone that I watch. I think, yeah, Asia. I watched Asia Marie. I think her daughter's name is Harper. That is so cute, especially for a little girl. That is so cute. But anyway, so yeah, those are the names that I love. Won't be using any of them. And like I said, I feel like I am pretty much settled on my name. I hope I am, because I found this website that sells like swaddles and stuff that have that you could get like the baby name put on, and they're kind of expensive. So I was trying to like hold off from ordering the swaddles, and then I finally did like 2 days ago, because I'm like, you know what, I think this is going to be her name, so I'm going to go ahead and order them. I think I went on there and they were having like some type of sale or whatever. And like I said, they're kind of expensive, but this particular day I could get like an extra 20% off. So I was like, you know what, I should go ahead while they have this sale. Plus, I don't like to wait for nothing. So I went ahead and ordered these swaddles. It was like $100 for 2 swaddles. And one of them only has her first name on it, and the second one has her first and middle name. So me paying that much, I guess I am pretty much settled on the name, but part of me is still kind of going back and forth in my head. The main thing I'm going back and forth in my head about is, do I want her to have 1 middle name or 2? So one of my friends was like, I always felt I wanted her to have 2 middle names. Like, my boys have 2 middle names. I never saw a problem with 2 middle names until, you know, talking to people, and some people brought it to my attention. They were like, oh, well, that would be kind of long. I mean, that's a lot of names. And then like one of my close friends, she was like, I think it's kind of ghetto to have 2 middle names. And I'm like, well, my other 2 kids have 2 middle names. So I don't know. That's the main part that I'm unsure about, is, do I want her to have 1 middle? Her first name, I know I'm totally settled on that. Like, totally, that's not changing. It's just those middle names. One of them, you know, like I said, I was set on Kincaid. Nobody liked it. Her dad didn't like it. So me and him came up with a name together that he likes, and it kind of goes with his name. So that's the one I was going to go with. But now I'm kind of stuck. Do I want her to have 2 middle names? Because there's this other name that I wanted to use as her middle name. Like, no matter what, I wanted to use it as her middle name because I just love it. And I can make so many cute little nicknames out of it. But I'm just debating, like, is it too long? Her first name is pretty short. But if I use both of those middle names, they're pretty long. They have like a lot of letters in them. So I'm still debating on that. But yeah, with me ordering those swaddles and they were so expensive, I guess I'm like, just need to be settled and just need to let it go and need to just be like, okay, that's her name. It's like some days I'm settled, some days I'm not. Yesterday I was in the grocery store and someone that I know that didn't even know I was pregnant, they were like, oh, you know, were asking me like, oh, I didn't know you were pregnant, and what are you having, and you know, are you having a shower and all this stuff? And I'm like, I don't know, I still haven't decided yet. And I was like, I still don't even really know her name. So it's like a part of me is settled on it as far as the middle name, and then a part of me isn't. So I don't know, it's up in the air. But anyway, I hope you guys, if you're looking for names for your baby, I hope you guys found this video kind of helpful. Or if you want to leave me some names below that you think would be super cute for a girl, it's probably things I haven't even thought of yet. Just let me know. Maybe I could use it for a middle name, I don't know. But yeah, leave me some super cute girl names below. And that's all for this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.